defense headquarters, we saw that the defense chief, the chief of defense staff, was being carried shoulder high, and there were shouts by soldiers, singing and dancing everywhere. So we are wondering what the issues are. But when we begin to think that the changes were overdue and that the country wanted a different song from the security systems we have in the country. Well, you know that Louis Ribadu is now the National Security Advisor. Well, I have to mention him first because you know this is my area, and all these other security agencies, the National Security Office is the pivot on which all of them revolve. Whenever we have a meeting in this office, it presides over all these meetings, even when all the security chiefs are available. So he is principal in the scheme of things. And I happen to have worked very closely with Louis Ribadu when he was the chairman of EFCC, and I had the privilege of overseeing the installation of EFCC information systems offices. You know also that the chief of defense staff is the Musa, chief of army staff, Mr. Lagbaja. These two gentlemen, I don't know personally. I have not been able to meet them. But from the records we have, they have given proper account of themselves in the areas they have held sway. And also the Navy Rear Admiral Ogala, the brother we understand is from Enugu, as a Rear Admiral. And for the Air Platoon, we have the Air Vice Marshal Abubakar. These four gentlemen in Navy, Air Force, the Army, and the defense system, basically with the acting Inspector General Police, the DIG Kayode, a very fine gentleman. In fact, he was the DIG in charge of the D department where my office is. So I have been able to have no doubt in my mind that he will do justice to the affairs of the Nigerian police force. There was a few things that we noticed in the there are four positions, four very strategic positions inside the security apparatus of Abuja and its environment. And we have noticed that these four positions have always been occupied by the tribe of whosoever is in charge. Let me give you these positions. The army security, the commander of the Brigade of Guards, the last one, the brigade commander, Brigade of Guards commander, is always from where the president comes from. The Guard Battalion, the Guard Battalion we have in Abuja, we have the two major ones. The Guard Battalion 7, which is in Asokoro. We also have the Guard Battalion 176, I think, 176. That one is in Warepa area. These are suburbs of Abuja. And also, another very important area, the fourth one, is the commander of the state armory. These four positions are very strategic. Excellent strategic for whichever is going to be the president. These are the people that create a perimeter fencing, a perimeter arrangement of Abuja. And we have realized that whoever is in charge, he always will make the 15th man the commander of that unit. For the Brigade of Guards is Masaya. For the Guard Battalion 7, it's Abiodun. I think it's called Abiodun. For the Guard Battalion 176 is Olubide. And the state armory that is actually commanded by a very experienced person is going to be commanded by Major Abiola. All these are Yorubas. So one begins to see that there's a pattern. I'm not saying it's wrong. In security, you must have to use a whoever you trust. I'm not saying it is wrong. If it is the northerners, they have the tendency of using the northerner to do that job. And now we have seen the president from the West. He is using essentially his tribesmen to do the job. But you see, even when we have an Igbo man in the system, the Igbo man will choose people other than his own tribe. I'm not saying it is good, I'm not saying it is bad, but this is what we have observed. And this is the very peculiar thing we have right now in the setup. The system will eventually be reduced. Look at only the heads of the units. You know that we don't have other sub-units too. Eventually, we are going to have serious changes. Another thing we observed, Mr. C, is that we are going to be losing a chunk of senior military and police officers too. From the military wing, there will be over 100 of them. Because all the people that came as the chief of general staff, the chief of defense staff, I'm sorry, and the chief of army staff, they are all major generals. And you know they will have the lieutenant generals among them. And also, everyone that is similar to any of them certainly within the day. For the Navy, we have the rear admirals. That's who Ghana is. And that means that all the senior officers above him certainly will not be there. Because he wouldn't have any senior officer there when a less junior one is heading the Navy. And also that also applies to the Air Vice Marshal Abubakar, who will be in charge of the Nigerian Air Force.
Okay.
In the Nigerian Police Force, fortunately, we have only one step before the IG, which is the DIG, Deputy Inspector General of Police. So, apart from one or two persons that are senior to him in the Nigerian Police Force, and maybe those who are going to be retiring in a few days, all other people are all DIGs, and there's no doubt they will hold sway in their positions. Also, see there's a change in the apparatus. I will hope that they will bring succor to Nigerians in terms of making sure security is sway in the system.
Well, indeed, talking about hoping it gets to rub off, I was going to ask that because data showing between May 2015 and May 2023, verifiable data showed that over 55,000 Nigerians were killed by terrorists, bandits and armed gangs during the administration of the immediate past president, Muhammadu Buhari. The former military head of state, of course, was criticized by many over the alarming killings in the country over the period. And during his inauguration speech, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who took over from President Buhari, swore to defend the nation from terror and all forms of criminality. This is quoting him now. He said to defend the nation from terror and all forms of criminality that threaten the peace and stability of our country. Just like you rightly said during your introductory comments, apparently this is routine. That at any point in time where we have a new president, there's always a major shake-up. Is this going to rub off in any way, you think, in the security situation in the country? Like you heard about the data churned out earlier?
Well, Mr. C, you know, I have always been very forthright, and being on the front row seat, I've always indicated very clearly the problems we have as it has to do with security in the country today. At the risk of sounding immodest, Mr. C, I'm the highest ranking security consultant in the country today. And I have no doubt that government will keep acknowledging this, and this they have always acknowledged by where they put me in the scheme of things for security in the country. But I'm very humble about it. It does not enter my head. But Mr. C, security is not magic. Security has nothing to do with miracles. Security is not the more you look, the less you see. Or maybe the less you look, the more you see. Mr. C, there are three important things which we have always believed which has been always the center in having a proper security network in any setup, whether be it at the lower or the highest level. What I mean by that, in the local government, state, federal, or even worldwide, which we represent as Interpol. In Interpol, we have 195 countries of the world. So, even this level, there has always been something, three things that we have always believed in. First and foremost, Mr. C, you must have to have a competent leader. And what do we mean by competent leader? Mr. C, the person, first and foremost, must be an honest man. If you have all kinds of skills and capacity and capability, and you are not honest, Mr. C, a dishonest man is worse than the worst criminal. So a leader must be honest. And the second thing a leader has to have, Mr. C, is skill. You must notice that I have not talked about education. We do not emphasize on education in security. We emphasize on skill. What is your ability? What do you have? What can you offer? What is your skill? What is your capacity? And the third one actually is actual having capacity to execute those skills. You can see why we do not emphasize on skill on education and we emphasize on skills is because in security we don't talk much about education, the first degree, second, or master. No. We talk about your certifications. What are you certified in? What areas of security are you certified? I'm sorry. You can see another area, second one, which is very, very important too, is in the area of motivation of personnel. We have said this over and over, that a motivated personnel is dedicated, is loyal to his nation. And if you are not dedicated, if you are not motivated, you can't be dedicated. You can see, as I talk to you today, we have keep saying this over and over, and let me repeat it in very clear terms, that our security personnel in the country today are very poorly motivated. Their take-home pay cannot take them home. What do I mean by that? They don't earn income that are sizably equidistant to the authorities and positions they hold. They don't earn income that will sustain them and their families. That is the truth of the matter today. And if we do not address this, and we keep changing the leadership and hierarchy, we foresee we keep wasting our time. Another area that is very related to the motivation of the personnel is the tools, the relevant tools that is required for security. Well, Mr. C, you remember that I've said it several times in this platform. I've also said it in various platforms we have, even in different fora that I've had the opportunity to speak. The other day we had a meeting of national security apparatus in the country. I said very clearly, you cannot do any job without the tools. And I've always given this example. I give the example of a medical doctor. No matter how intelligent he is, no matter how educated he is, no matter how capable he is, if he doesn't have a stethoscope, which is a tool he requires, he cannot feel the heartbeat. The heartbeat can never be felt. We do not have the tools of our C-130 Hercules aircraft. I have never taken proper notice of all this while. But this time at National Airport, you see this C-130-15 for the past 15 years, none of these aircrafts have been airborne. And so is there. He gave me information. He doesn't want me to call his friend and say I should go and take a look at even the fighter jets we have. He mentioned all the locations of our fighter jets. And he even told me that our armories are not being properly kept up to date. So it is not just having big people's names or maybe having all these number of generals. But can you see what the situation is? We cannot even remove the ragtag army in Sambisa Forest. Small Sambisa Forest.
No.
We can't remove a ragtag army called the Boko Haram. They are still there.
I want to. Okay. Just make that point, sir. Make that point.
Yeah, what they even did was to even go into the, what we call the trenches of raising everybody. And they are still there. So the question is, not just having big names. Like I keep saying, each time I have an opportunity to address our security systems, I say, if you start having big names, if you start having the generals everywhere, if we don't have those whose job it is to implement the security apparatus, if we don't have the tools for them to use, everything will be an effort in futility.
Okay. I was going to ask, I mean, ever since the shake-up was carried out by the president on Monday, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, there's been reactions. First of all, vehement reactions from the Southeast region about whether or not they had a representative in the major shake-up, until about minutes and hours later it was discovered that we have indeed Rear Admiral Emmanuel Chikwe Udensi, who is said to be from Enugu State, as the Chief of Naval Staff. Well, the other issue definitely is, I mean, is that the best position, first off, that the Southeast could have gotten in the major shake-up? And the other issue has got to do with Malam Nuhu Ribadu. You have stated earlier about how pivotal and fundamental his position is as far as security is concerned. Now, over the years, it's been a situation where retired army generals occupied that position. In fact, there was a little bit of an outcry from people of that extraction when it was rumored and muted that Malam Nuhu Ribadu, a former EFCC boss, was going to take over as the national security advisor. How capable do you think he would be to be able to, steer the ship of that position, knowing that, well, over the years it has been on the other side?
Yes, Mr. In security, fortunately or unfortunately, as you ever, it depends on who you ask, the emphasis is usually not where he comes from. We are happy that Ghana is from Enugu State. But the important thing we need right now, Mr. C, especially in this very crisis situation we have, the important thing we need is he capable? Does he have the competence? Is he an honest man? These are the things we require right now. Those who talk about Nuhu Ribadu may not know him very well. I had the privilege of working with him from the time he was an assistant commissioner of police. In fact, it was a little bit after that he became the chairman of EFCC. I worked very closely with Nuhu Ribadu. Just some of those generals that have occupied these positions, because I know them. I have worked closely with them. It is not decent. The concept is very wrong. And the national integrity of the nation. More importantly, to a larger extent, maintenance of law and order within the country. That is why the officer in Badu, for what he did yesterday, is capable of doing better than all of them. We shall see. And also he was an AIG by the time he was retiring. He retired a poor man. When he wanted to contest for the presidency of this country, we were the people who tried to contribute 1 or 2 kobo for him. So he had no money. But he was always contented and always very forthright in whatever he does. So if you ask me, very beautiful judgment of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to have Nuhu Ribadu as the National Security Advisor for the nation.
All right. Open Parliament, it is live on the frequency with a guest, Interpol Systems Consultant at Chikwe Udensi. My name is Mr. C. We'll take a short break. When we return, we'll take a look at President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. How well has he started so far? Well, as far as one of his major critic in Lagos State, Chief Bode George, is concerned, he said the president has started well. Do you agree with that? And in Abia State, the governor, Dr. Alex Oti, saying in almost death he met in place by the immediate past administration, left behind by them, is the reason why Arias dates of salaries and the rest haven't been cleared, or at least commencement. I'll be right back. Stay with us.
Experience the smooth and strong feeling that consistently surpasses expectation. Leading the way in high-performance lubricants, Master Supermoto Oil is as durable as titanium. Experience the smooth and strong feeling that consistently surpasses expectation. Leading the way in high-performance lubricants, Master Supermoto Oil is as durable as titanium. Experience the smooth and strong feeling that consistently surpasses expectation. Leading the way in high-performance lubricants, Master Supermoto Oil is as durable as titanium. Experience the smooth and strong feeling that consistently surpasses expectation. Leading the way in high-performance lubricants, Master Supermoto Oil is as durable as titanium.
Thanks for keeping it locked right here. Open Parliament's midweek edition with a guest Interpol Systems consultant. A regular but distinguished guest every other Wednesday. My name is Mr. C. On the flip side, don't forget, we'll let you come through with the reaction of what you've been hearing so far. But how well has the President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, started? Barely 3 weeks ever since inaugurated May 29th as the substantive President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Well, he's done just like he had on Monday, a shake-up, major one in the security architecture of the nation. Actually churned out names to be appointed as special advisors, as well as talk about the Secretary to the Federal Government, George Akume, Femi Gbajabiamila, appointed as his Chief of Staff. And not just that, as far as the laws are concerned, he has signed 4 bills into law already, barely 2 weeks coming into power as a president. Well, Chief Bode George is definitely a major critic of the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, former deputy national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, has come out to say, in fact, he reacted yesterday on one of the television stations that, as far as he's concerned, the president has started quite well. What do you make of this, sir? Would you agree? Would you want to agree with Bode George that the president, Bola Tinubu, has started pretty well? What do you make of the policies he's churned out already? Remember that from the get-go, from day one, he did talk about subsidy removal, saying subsidy is gone, and then the appointments are following the subsequent days after that. Has he made a good start, you think? Hello, can you hear me, sir? Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Can you hear me?
Okay, now, better.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, very well, very well.
Yes, I was saying that I listened to Mr. Bore George when he made his comment about the president having started well. Maybe these comments about starting well, both at the national and state level, maybe they are considering what the people who were there before used to do. The former president, it took him almost 6 months before he started. Maybe that is their consideration. But we should consider what is the international best standards. What is the international best practice? What is it? We can see it from the first day, 29th of May, his SAs, 20 of them would have been mentioned, named, even before asking for any approvals. Because usually, no approval is refused. It is statutory. Mr. C, he would have been open and clear with all his team. As I'm talking to you now, we are on the 21st of June. We are getting almost 1 month. No state had constituted executive council. The federal government is not ready to perform. It's all about jamboree. It's all about storytelling. It's all about name calling. You called all these names before the office was given to you. Now the office is given to you. Stepping down into the business of doing the job. What it simply tells us, Mr. C, is that from day one they were unprepared. Even after being elected, you are still unprepared. 30 days in the life of a state, in the life of a nation, is a lot. People are hungry, people are dying, nothing is happening. So what we need to do, Mr. C, at the national level, constitute the government. The government is not constituted yet. 2 weeks after the National Assembly authorized him to nominate 20 personal assistants, it's not in place yet. But doesn't he know who he wants to work with? Is he not prepared for the job? I even made a call to one of his very close aides in the presidency, and I said, we are wasting time. We are wasting the time of Nigerians. In the area of security, the ravaging effect of these crimes called Boko Haram or whatever name they are called, it is going on. Like you mentioned earlier, Mr. C, people are dying in their doors every day. The mention was made about the killings 2 days ago in Niger State. Killings in Adamawa, killings in Zamfara. The killings are going on. So what I'm saying is that 30 days after you have been sworn in as the president, nominating or just changing the apparatus of the legal of the security head is not enough. Nominating secretary to government and then chief of staff is not enough. Announcing that you have suspended subsidy is not enough. In the first week of your being sworn in, you should put this system of governance in place.
Okay.
At the local government, state, and federal levels.
Would you say same would you say same for the state, Abia State? Now let's come back home. Would you say same for how well or otherwise the governor, Dr. Alex Oti, has started? Because over the weekend, the governor disclosed that the delay in salaries and arrears of pensions he promised is a reason as a result of fictitious figures and numbers that cannot be confirmed. Disclosed this on Saturday while speaking of the special Thanksgiving service of the member representing Ikwano Mohe for the constituency, Honorable Obi Ogwocha, at Central School, Umuahia North. Again, like I asked, you said you're not impressed with how well he has started, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He should have started from maybe the first week and not right about now. Would you say same for Dr. Alex Oti?
I said same for federal and state. It's not just only Alex Oti. Look at all the state governors. They are not prepared. They're not ready. You are voted in based on the fact that your opponent is not better than you. You gave us reasons why you wanted to be governor. We voted you because we felt what was happening yesterday in Abia State is not what we want. Let us start right away in doing what the people find for us in what has happened yesterday. Allow probe and investigation to handle that. Go straight into the business of government out. Programs in every area. I was listening very carefully to see what the idea was for the environmental and sanitation of Abia State. I saw when you went to the streets to order that the refuse should be removed. Very great idea, very great process. But there must have to be a sustainable arrangement for it not to continue. Like I said the last time, Mr. Say, Nigeria is the only country you make your bet and you put on the streets. You can't do it anywhere in the world. And it is not the process of making sure we have proper environmental arrangement. I was a little disappointed a few days ago, or was it yesterday, when I was, somebody called me from Abia State and informed me that there's a change on the monthly sanitation arrangement in Abia. Monthly sanitation? Sanitation is a daily affair. There mustn't be monthly sanitation. You must clean the environment every day. I was looking forward to a situation where we are bringing back the environmental and miscellaneous offenses mobile cops. We are looking forward to when we have sanitary inspectors. We should go around and make sure every day your environment is clean, your business is clean. It's not a monthly thing. What do you mean by monthly sanitation? It's a daily sanitation. So, and if you want to understand how our people want to work, like I said the last time, I have not made much comment about Abia State because I know Alexoti very well. He has capacity. He's capable. But what I'm saying, nationwide, they are starting so slowly. People are in pains. There is serious problems requiring attention. We don't need to hear about what you are not able to perform because your predecessor didn't do what was right. No. It was because he didn't do what was right. That's why we're asking you, go and do it right. So we don't need blames. We don't need apportioning of excuses. We need action, effective action. We need programs. We need appointments of every officer. Commend the business of governance. Governance is not just one person. Governance is every sector. Healthcare, education, local government system, everything, all the structures should be in place. And you have enough time to have done that. We are talking about almost 3 months after you were elected as president, after you were elected as governor. 3 months is not enough to you to put your system in place. You want to be prepared. But what we find out today at the national and state levels is that most of them weren't prepared. They were not still prepared. It was all about electoral promises that maybe most people will not keep. At the national level, there's a national emergency in the economy, there's a national emergency in the security sector. The governor, the president, have not started too badly, but he ought to put his legs on the throttle. He has to move faster than he is going right now. The country is in their need, and we have to look at that very critically.
Let's go to the phone lines now. 0816-111-5955 or 0701-651-4107. 1 minute. You've got to come through with the reaction. We have a caller here. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. C.
Good morning to you. Obrigado.
Good morning, Sir Chikwe Udensi.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome back.
Thank you, I'm back to Nigeria.
Who say my not is the name I'm calling from Oman.
Go ahead.
Please, I want to thank you because it is your area. When we talk about the national security in the country today, you told us how you've worked closely with the people that we are that Mr. President, who is the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, has appointed as the security chiefs in this country today. So I pray that God will help them to succeed. All this unnecessary killing and insecurity that is ravaging the nation, all we are expecting, like you said, I'm not expecting much from General, but what we are expecting is solution to our problem. For these people to provide solution, whether security advisor is a former military chief or former general, is none of Nigerians' concern. All we are expecting is the answer to the stop to insecurity. Then coming to Abia State, talking to our governor, Dr. Alex Oti, I keep saying that God will help him to succeed. But most times, all we are supposed to be doing is just to hit the ground. Before this election, he brought these people to the in Abia State. And I believe by now he is supposed to tell them to start something doing. This people
Move away from the radio set, please. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Prince.
Prince, welcome. Location?
From Ubani.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, one thing I want us to understand is that any apply for a job should be ready to finish the job. And if you look at it critically, you find out that Alex Oti saw that there is a problem in Abia, and he applied for it. So every time he keeps complaining, he's trying to make us lose hope. And for the president, I believe and I think he started very well. Yes, I believe he started very well. There's no point for us coming to the air and say we expect what miracle we have done for 2 weeks. Check it very well. What miracle? Nobody can do any miracle. The level at which Nigeria is, the miracle you can do.
Thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello,
good morning to you.
Obrigado.
Obrigado.
Good morning, Excellency. Chikwe Udensi.
Good morning, sir.
I am Dr. Pendaka. My name is Obama. I am calling from the hometown of the governor of Abia State.
Welcome.
Dr. Alexander Chiama.
1 minute, welcome.
Mr. Speaker, if you look at the statement of our Senator for Igbos will arise and fight out of Obo. Probably the statement is yes.
We didn't talk about that this morning, though. If
okay. All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Mr. Chikwe Udensi, good morning, sir.
Please move away from your radio set.
Is it good morning, sir? Good morning. Good morning, sir. Hello.
Hello.
Pastor Stanley Kalemeto.
Welcome. Go ahead.
What I want to say, I must thank God for the life of Chikwe Udensi. Of course, God has been so kind to him. And as regards the issue this morning, I think that Tinubu have started well. We expect more. In the Department of 7 Chiefs, we are giving an Igbo man, Chief of Naval but I think that he should do more for us. Coming to Alex Oti, we still have to give him more time. Just like he has said that our monthly sanitation will now be in the morning between 7 to 10 a.m. every last Saturday. And just like Mr. Chikwe Udensi said, sanitation is every day. For what to keep proper and surroundings clean is every day. Right. So let us continue. And I want to beg Chikwe Udensi for one thing. Please, sir, I want you to come to our head in our church. Even if it is 1 bundle of zinc, it will be okay for us. God bless you. Please, sir, do well to do it for us. For our church in
Thank you.
Sorry, what do you think he wants?
I was talking about his church. He said a bundle of zinc.
Which church is that?
Oh, I guess the caller is listening. If you wills, you can reach us up on Family Love FM. You can come to our studio and let's get that details. Well, let's get back to the phone lines right now. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
My name is Emmanuel from World Bank.
Welcome.
I think we are started very well. They start very well because in the inauguration, you try to praise the people because you continue for wage for that stuff which is real. And that's what they continue to do. After we start, if you are certain way, you can make him to enjoy. And that's why when he was voted, when he became a president, nobody debated because nobody liked him. And the second, you should make him to enjoy the first day. The fourth day, he told us to suffer. And we are suffering for that because of up till now. And I think what our guest said about the security architecture. The battle, the chairman NISA, you know that all the family chiefs will be responsible to him, and he will supervise the meeting there. And remember, the battle coming from the police end, and these are military generals. I don't know how they can submit them. How they can respect him? Because that's the position to take place for retired generals. I don't know how he can manage them. That's another thing. He didn't talk about it there, Chikwe Udensi.
Thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Phil.
Good morning to you.
Well, I don't like to kill them, but I don't come here. I'm a
Welcome. Hello, good morning. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Hello, do we have a caller here? Hello, good morning. Good morning to you. Go ahead.
Well, thank Mr. President. I think they have given a man two positions now. One advisor and one of the army staff. Because I know why I'm thanking him, the former president, Muhammad Buhari, he did not give you the man, he gave him one position. Apart from the minister, that is our right. Even the Igbo people, everybody was crying, shouting. If I couldn't do it better than Buhari, for in our state, I know so. I want everybody to have patience. At least let us give him 100 days in office to see. It's not up to 1 month. I think they will give him at least 100 days in office. Let us see what he can achieve in 100 days. Because all the things we are talking about is money that they need to do, even to pay the part. I mean, the allocation has not even come. The month has not even end. Is it going to do magic? I mean, government don't know that to me. He don't give any money for him. So how can he do the magic? Oh, I think let's go give him 100 days in office. That is what we are coming from. Everybody should have patience, the workers, the pensioners, everybody. What we have done, we don't want to send this come out of government. And we are doing the next question.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, let's I think that will be our last call this morning. Chikwe Udensi, your parting words.
Well, Mr. C, I do not know if most of us understand what governance means. Governance is not a one-man's business. And if you want to know if you are doing well or doing badly, look at your neighbors. Usually, I'm not very particular about going outside Africa. But look at the Ghanaian president when he was running. That day he was running, he announced his team, those he wants to work with. Look at the South African president. When he was running, he said he announced his team. He announced his team, he announced his team that same day. This someone announced that same day. That is the practice around the world. That's the best practice. Governance is not one man's business. Look at the federal and state level. Today, while they are preparing to make sure that things work properly, who are your team? Who are the people you are working with? Who are your advisors? Who are your ministers? The president has not announced his ministers. He has not announced his advisors. We are choosing and picking a few of them. Those pick and choose, they will be good enough for them. But it's not good enough internationally. We should put our team in place. So on the same day, we take office. I wish we give you a grace to the second or third day, you ought to put your house in order. Allowing it to take up to 1 month, which is almost takeable. At the federal and state levels, the government is not in place. It is not in the best interest of the nation. Governance is not a one-man business. It's a teamwork. And your team must be put in place as early as possible.
Well, thank you very much, Chikwe Udensi, for coming through on the program this morning.
Thank you very much for having me, Mr. Fee. Thanks for always having me.
Well, thank you very much, listener, for being a part of the program through your calls and listenership. We appreciate it. We'll be back same time, same station next week. But Thursday, which is tomorrow, we'll be having the program come through as well. My name is Mr. C. We'll take you to the newsroom for the news at 10.
We can look at them for hours and surrender to the power. I see the words, these visions, they burn inside of me. Just out of touch, but still close enough to be part of me. Part of me. Even when the day comes.
안쓰겠어 나도 없던 양달래서 마음이 되게 바뀌러 와 They're going my way 나다운 선택 거짓말 소리 내 숨소리 순간 느껴서 난 꿈을 이룰 거란 걸